There is a miracle he always performed before the miracle. So we are going to look into that miracle today that we often ignore. And if you have this understanding, you will learn to always appreciate God. You will always learn to be grateful. Because there is a miracle behind the scene. Now, let me tell you the story of this woman. The Bible said this woman had the only child. And the only child died. And the Bible said this woman was a widow. She lost her husband before. And the child was the only hope that she had. Only God knows how old this woman was. Maybe she was old, already in her menopause. She can't give birth anymore. But the Bible said she followed. They carried the child to bury the child. She was with them. And believe me, she was crying. No woman in her reasonable sense will want to bury her child and be dancing. Her only child. The Bible says she was crying. She was weeping. Because the child was about to be buried. What did Jesus do? He said to the woman, weep not. Which one is easier? Touch the coffin, bring the child back to life. She will stop weeping. All right? If you want her to stop crying, why not go and bring back the child? The reason why she was crying was because the child is dead. So if you want her to be quiet, then bring back the child. But the first miracle Christ performed there to be able to persuade her to stop crying while the child was still dead. If he can stop you to stop worrying why you don't have a job yet, that is the first miracle. Bible said, he said to the woman, weep not. So we don't talk about that. How can you convince a woman who is a widow and she's about to bury her only child? How can you convince such a woman to stop crying? It's not possible. It's not possible. That means it was a miracle that Jesus performed in the life of that woman. Why she had reasons to cry. And he said to the woman, weep not. If I am her, I will ask Jesus, why are you telling me not to cry? Why I have reasons to cry? Why is God telling you, do not let your heart be troubled? Why? Because there are so many reasons why you should be troubled. Why not fix the situation, then I will stop troubling myself? No. So the first miracle he's going to perform in your life is to get your heart away from the trouble. Why are you troubled? So the miracle Jesus Christ performed there was to convince this woman to say, stop crying, stop crying, stop crying. The same thing is telling you right now, stop crying. Yes, the problem is there, but stop worrying. Stop crying. If you can stop crying, then he will touch the coffin. He will never touch the coffin so that you will stop crying. He stops you from crying, then he can touch the coffin.